So how will this work out when you'll be around each other all the time, touring?
It really. I'm no dummy. You know, I've been doing this. I've been riding this wild snake for a while now, and I've had a few girlfriends, and I'm not interested in anything stupid. She's a weird animal. She ain't like anything you've ever met. I'm gonna be competing with her. She's a killing, rock and rape and roll machine. She's in another life or as a separate identity. She's Tuesday Cross. She's also in Boots Electric. She's Lizzie Cardenas. Tuesday Cross is one of the highest rated and most loved adult film stars. You would never think that a hillbilly like me would ever think I could find trust and love, but I sell sex for money. That's what I do. Turns out that you can only find trust with someone just like yourself. And then we've both retired from the sex trade for one another, and it turns out we're rock and roll pirates. There ain't gonna be no problems.
Is she gonna give up the other life?
She has. But it wasn't really a life. There's girls who make porn because their daddy molested them, and then there's girls who make money and have sex on film because they're crazy and they like it. And there's very few of those. Do you know what I mean? And she's that girl. Like, I had no idea of what she did because she makes. If you kiss girls kissing girls isn't porn in America. It's lesbian erotic, and it becomes a form of cinema. In my opinion, if you fuck for money, you're a whore. A camera being there is just a technicality, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a camera here, that's just a technicality. You are filming a whore, you know what I'm saying? But I like that, because sluts get laid and whores get paid. So, I'll get paid.
Can you keep up with her?
My grandmother taught me that youth is an attitude. And for whatever reason, it's an okay age difference from a daddy to a little girl. And she needs a daddy too, and like, I'm daddy a little bit, and we're able to be honest about that, and I love that, because I am a dad. And when you've actually been able to improve each other, that's when you know you're in a loving relationship, and we've improved one another.
But you're still gonna have to cope with the weird looks and...
I don't give a fuck. My dad used to say, people who look different get hit with rocks. So if you want to look different, you better like getting hit with rocks. You know, that's just the fucking way it is. So if we didn't want to get looked at, I guess we wouldn't be strutting around like fucking roosters all the time. Weird looks are cool.
Yeah, the last time we spoke, you talked a bit about being bullied in school. You're not secretive about that at all. Is that why you have a thick skin for things like this?
Yeah, you know, because I never, when I got bullied, I mean, I think it's just based on the way you're raised. And, you know, like the Columbine kids who went and killed everyone, they got bullied. But they had parents who obviously didn't love them very much because they were able to make bombs in their bedroom and nobody noticed, you know what I mean? I got bullied a lot, but I never took it like I wanted to go hurt anyone. I just felt sorry for them, and I felt bad for myself because I had to deal with it. It just made me want to do something radder. It just made me want to piss them off more. That's it. Just all the bullies, you know, take my lunch money back eventually. So yeah, I have a great thick skin, and because I really believe this. If I got a letter from Adolf Hitler tomorrow that said, "Jesse, you are a shitty man," I'd put it in a frame and hang it up because it'd be like winning the Nobel fucking Peace Prize. My grandma used to tell me, "Son, you want an asshole to hate you. You don't want to be liked by an asshole." So that's how I believe.
It's like being acknowledged.
Yeah, it's like being validated too.
Yeah.
See, and that's like what happened when Axl Rose fired the Eagles of Death Metal. That was really validation, it turned out. And when someone like Dave Grohl makes a statement, being disapproved of by Axl is like being knighted by the Queen. It's beautiful validation.
Yeah, Axl Rose said the pigeons of shit metal. That was his.
Right there, baby.
Yeah.
And they even got to look. It's shitting on me. I mean, come on. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. That's the kind of dude I am. You call me a name, and it's going to be tattooed on my arm, and it's going to be one of my proudest tattoos. That's just the best way to live.
It's some sort of vengeance as well.
Yeah, it's never let the bad guys win. Never. And never let them take your spirit. You can't let anyone live rent-free in your brain.
Last time we spoke, we also spoke a bit about your son. He was 9 then, I believe.
He's 11 now.
He's 11 now.
He's a killing rock and roll
How's he doing?
machine. He's a drumming killing. He got a Gretsch drum set, and he's a beat maker. And actually, he participated in this record.
How?
and genuinely participated on building the drum tracks for Love You All the Time. And that. See, I feel like a lucky guy, but making this album was the opportunity to live out a lot of beautiful fantasies. Your favorite Beatle picture moment, I don't care what anyone says, everyone's fantasies and concepts of rock boil down to the coolest pictures you've seen, and there's a few pictures where George Martin's reaching over to pull the faders back, you know what I mean, and the Beatles are sitting there and it looks like this. I got to have that. I got to have my weird 70s fucking party at the studio, but you're actually capturing music instead of wasting studio time. And then I got to have the father looking through the glass of the control room at his son, who's having this intense conversation with Joey Castillo on the same level about what would be a good way to build and mic and record a drum part. It doesn't truly get better than that. So, yeah.
Those are the happiest moments?
Finest moments. They're more joyful because happiness and sadness are expressions of an emotion. Joy is a constant thing. You know what I mean? It's a sensation more than it's an emotion. It was joyful. It was blissful. It was just felt like I stopped breathing, and it really was just like it was beautiful.
But can happiness turn into joy, or is that something?
Yeah. And I think through. I mean, it's definitely in the spectrum of happiness. Yeah. It's in the same family, same food group, so to speak. But this was something different because it was more completing. The process of being a father and raising a child is a process. It's the most ancient cycle that there is that we know as people. And when you see it happening and that you're a part of it and that you've done something right.